little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Looking like that boy Sauce Walka. He don't thought it was gangster that ADAM22 sat up there, you understand me, and comment on that situation from yesterday when Sauce Walka said Mexicans, they get the N-word pass. Now, yesterday Sauce Walka was comparing racism to food, and that kind of rubbed the people the wrong way. You know what I mean? It just wasn't the best analogy that could be used. Although,
what's the deal, y'all? We're sharp tapping in 10 in Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook, cracking the same here at 10 in Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though. Big dog, tap in with the tap in. If you ain't tapping in with that good, tap in, man. It is Wednesday. We at the park with the kids, hanging out, kicking it. Big kicking it. Y'all know the deal, though. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Hit up. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at 10 in Trap News Network. Now, I do want to be the first to say, Mexicans saying the N-word is not equivalent to black people eating tacos. Not at all. So despite whatever Sauce Walka tells y'all, black people eating tacos is not the equivalent of Mexicans saying the N-word at all. And yeah, so let's throw that on top of this whole thing. That being said, though, hit that notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this kind of shot the clip world. Let's get into it. Let's go.
he doubled down on it. It just wasn't the best analogy that could have been used. Now, ADAM22 and Remo, they down there in that Texas, man. Yeah, man. They say everything is bigger in Texas, so they went down to Texas, man. Now, they went to NFL Cartel Bowl's pool party. What I dig, what I mean, man, they linked up with Hellcat. You understand?
So what, they just going from state to state, getting everybody caught up in Ricos? It's like the Rico tour? Got it.
Me, man, the place looked like it was jumping. You understand me, man? And apparently, ADAM22 commented on Sauce Walka's take on Mexicans saying the N-word and him comparing food.
ADAM22 having anything to say about Mexicans using the N-words in conversation with the black and the Mexican is crazy that he even comments on that.
To racism. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Now, ADAM22 sat up there and said some stuff to Sauce. Sauce thought it was gangster, not a little bit, not at all, you heard, man. And not to mention that Sauce Walka, he even came at that boy DJ Vlad Tool for talking crazy out the side of his neck. Tool. So we finna go ahead and jump off into Sauce Walka basically practically going ballistic on ADAM22. And he also is going ballistic on DJ Vlad. Let's go ahead and get off into that. And then we're gonna come on back because ADAM22, he's saying some stuff You know, dig me? So let's get off into that real quick.
See, we still got the subject going about what I said about racial slurs and all that yesterday. For the record, I don't got nothing to do with what everybody else going on and what they did. I didn't even know nothing about that shit. My shit was strictly on the Say Cheese comment. But now we got ADAM22 making his remarks. He said what I said was stupid. So now we're going to use ADAM22 as an example and still bring it back to the...
He said what I said was stupid. No. You're stupid. You're the stupidest. You're a big doodle stupid head. Basically is what I'm getting out of. Big doodle stupid head is what I'm getting out of all this.
If a white man come up to you and say, hey, brother, he ain't even got to say, hey, boy. If he say, hey, brother, would you like some watermelon? How you going to take that? Are you going to take that racially disrespectful? Or you going to say, sure, John, I would love a piece of watermelon. Huh? That's the same way I motherfucker feel when he jumped his white ass on that motherfucking interview with Vlad. Broke ass, Vlad, eat my dick, you broke. I'll never come to your platform, you a bum. Nigga, you beg for a nigga like me to get in your platform.
Wow. Pause.
I don't need you to be rich, blow up. I proved that to you. You should have never told me that. But anyway, M22 said, yeah, man, you know, I can offer Sauce Walka a pint of codeine and maybe he'll come up here and do an interview with me. No, you can't, you fucking cook. I don't need to go through your chump ass to get no serve. Nigga, I slap the shit out you in real life. That's why yeah, my daughter just said, fuck you. But anyway, man, I'm the type of nigga that will go to Adam platform and slap the shit out of him and fuck his wife. Don't play with me like that, nigga. That's how you use motherfucking systematic strategical racism and hiding and underlining shit. So the same way that you feel.
Now that's definitely true, but then attention viral way, according to the viral way, it's no underlying racism if Adam does it. It's no underlying. Shout out to the viral way. No underlying racism as long as it's anyone but Adam or Wack doing it. All right, got it. Stay on code. Stay on code. It's got to stay on code.
If a motherfucker was to come at you and say, as a Caucasian person, and just randomly offer you a watermelon, just suspecting they did. That's what you like. You're black, right? You're black, right? You jump high, you run fast, don't you? Don't you guys eat watermelons with salt and sugar on them? Yeah, nigga. That's the same thing as a black man going up to a motherfucking essay and say, hey, vato, you want a taco? You taco? Yeah, this bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop me from saying shit. I'm gonna say vato, I'm gonna say way, essay, grasa, but all of these things I say out of respect. I don't say none of these things out of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Nor would I allow any Hispanic person or nobody tell me what the fuck I can't say if I'm saying it out of love. So what I'm saying, that people saying this shit and using our culture out of love, allow them to be a part of our culture out of love. Because a lot of y'all dick suck and run to motherfuckers like ADAM22 who pirates. He completely pirates black culture.
Hey, that's a word right there. Let me run that back. Hold on, that's a word right there.
It's the same thing as a black man going up to a motherfucking essay and say, hey, vato, you want a taco? You taco? Yeah, this bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop me from saying shit. I'm gonna say vato, I'm gonna say way, essay, grasa, but all of these things I say out of respect. I don't say none of these things out of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Nor would I allow any Hispanic person or nobody tell me what the fuck I can't say if I'm saying it out of love. So what I'm saying, that people saying this shit and using our culture out of love, allow them to be a part of our culture out of love. Because a lot of y'all dick suck and run to motherfuckers like ADAM22 who pirates. He completely pirates black culture. He probably, and I'm gonna be all the way real. He changed a couple black people's life. I salute you for that. You gave a couple black niggas their position, platform. But ain't none of them niggas rich. The only niggas that get rich is the niggas that leave you. Ain't none of them niggas got a platform. That's why a lot of them niggas left you, brother. I'm glad you in Houston, though. I'm glad you in Houston supporting my city, making everybody look good. That's what's up, ADAM22. Just stop speaking on me. I'ma flame your white ass up every time. And I like white people.
And I like white people is sick. I'm gonna flame your white double up, but I like white people.
My mixed baby right there, she white and black. She both of the shit.
There go my mixed baby right there. She white and black. That's like when white people say, but I got a black friend. It's definitely like, but I got a mixed baby. Things racist white women say to hide their racism. things racist white women say to hide their racism. I ain't gonna front.
But yeah, nigga, I ain't going for the watermelon, nigga. I ain't going for the watermelon or the motherfucking pint of syrup, chunk, bitch. And I got more money than you, ADAM22, and my hoe got more money than your hoe. You can't fuck with me, white boy. Shut up, bitch. Stop mentioning. You mention my name, just know I might fire you up. I might like it. I might like it. I might flame you up. Just like you said. No disrespect to you, Adam. I don't take no hard feelings. H-Town, ooh-wee, but Vlad, you a bitch. I don't like you. You a hoe. I don't like you. For real. And I don't give a fuck about nothing, who you, whatever you do. None of that bothers me. It's just you constantly go on these interviews and speak up on me in a way as far as like, man, he missed out and he's hard to work with. And I wish, no, I don't want to support your bitch ass. And I don't need your support. Fool. What the fuck? Nigga, I talk on my page. I ain't no old retiring rapper. Dumbass nigga, I'm riding around in Maybachs, Rolls Royces, buying motherfucking me $100,000 old schools and shit. Fool. Bitch. Fuck Vlad. Nigga.
All right, Sauce Walka has a lot to say about Vlad. It seems like him and Vlad are not quite seeing eye to eye.
Up your motherfucking network, pussy. Eat my dick. I got more money than crypto than you. I guarantee you my crypto portfolio is way bigger than yours. My crypto portfolio is probably worth more than everything that you fucking own, white boy. Shut up, bitch. Vlad, you a hoe. Nigga.
See the baby in the background telling him to shut up.
Ooh-wee. And I'm in the streets thugging for real. Comfortable, relaxed, no security. Like, man, what's up, guys? See you all right?
Very welcome, man. You need a blessing, bro.
That's all I love. That's all I love.
Yeah, you know,
Ooh-wee. Yeah, nigga, real king of the ghetto, nigga.
Shit, bro.
What you got out here?
Locked in with us, man.
Yeah.
You know, we doing our own.
Man, I respect it. I need it. I got you. It's all I love, nigga. I'm gonna give it to him.
Instagram, love, shit, man.
Yeah, man, but like I said about this shit, nigga, y'all wanna repost the shit, shit.
Yeah.
If y'all don't feel like that ain't that and that shit stupid, shit, go around some white folks and let them offer you a watermelon that you don't know. Tell me how you feel about it. Motherfucker call you a watermelon, call you, what that nigga told.
And it's crazy because I'm Viral Way, Mr. Viral, I'm calling you out. You're hearing it from Sauce Walka's mouth. We can all hear the racial, undertone in what Adam's statement was. You only don't want to see it if you don't want to see it. But the racial undertone was pretty clear. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Tiger Woods? All right, then. Y'all better stop acting stupid. Okay, so.
Now, ADAM22 would say, hey, he would jump in the comment section of Sauce Walka's post and say, I got 5 pints for you to pipe on Plug Talk. And Sauce Walka responded by saying, bro, I would rather you give me $3 million. I'm not really attracted to her. I'll split her for $3 million cash. Wire if you have it, just send it. You can sell it forever, LOL. Let it be a family memory for you and your kids. Help you pay for their future. This is what Sauce Walka is saying in response to ADAM22 saying, hey, bro, I'll give you 5 pints of drink. It'll dig me to come on Plug Talk. Sauce said, bro, give me $3 million and I'm going to throw dick inside of Leonard like a javelin. This is what Sauce Walka is saying. Give me $3 million.
I'm going to throw meat inside of her like a javelin. It's barnacles.
And I will jump off the top rope and splash inside of Leonard. Now, y'all jump in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this entire situation. Yeah, y'all already know I can't really tap in on it too much. I'm out of town. About to head to Venice Beach, right?
But y'all know the deal, though. All right, man. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It's always red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free. Avenue Angel Tweets free. We go.
Cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck, though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. $3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let them rock you to sleep, true colors better believe them. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell him that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell him big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
You ready? We're ready to get into that?
I mean, I feel like...
Have we done enough? Yeah, all right.
It's an adjacent
we've
subject.
done enough to cover the immediate interface of Munchie and Unk, I think. So now we can talk about the 4 Extras pod, which kind of has led to this new dynamic where Unk is unsure if he even wants to work here. So basically, I was in Texas all weekend and everything, so I was talking to the team. I said, yo, one podcast would be great that we can make happen while I'm in Texas.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, it's that good knowledge though. You're not finna get nobody's college though. Tap in with the tap in and make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in with everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. Get into that good Kantiana, get into that good Kantiana. Notification bell here, all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that comment, make sure you hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. You want to be a part of the Trap News Network family? Hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. Get into that. You ain't got into that. We finna jump into this Kantiana, but before we do, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button. Notification bell here, all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. We finna jump into this Kantiana. No further do's or don'ts, man. They talking about the 4 Extras and 607 Unk situation. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Let's get Unk and 4 Extra together.
You said that last week, and that's what led to me saying, "Oh, you gonna tell them you from Hoover? You gonna let them know you got the Hoover tag?"
And I do not think that actually got discussed, right?
I specifically
that's how that even came up.
It was already too heated.
No, but Wax said, "Oh, he brung him up." No,
he
That didn't come up. I did it.
No, he said about putting them together in a pod. I'm like, well, is you gonna let them know you from Hoover? You got the Hoover tag? And that's when he started getting.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. 607 Unk was getting pressed because I would definitely feel somebody was like, hey, you gonna show them your Slauson Ave tattoo? You gonna show them your 83rd Street tattoo? You gonna show them your Inglewood family tattoo? Anytime somebody starts talking about these tattoos, you gonna show them your Hoover tattoo? You gonna show them your Paru tattoo? You gonna show them whatever? That's indirect gangbanging, which led 607 Unk to, like he said, when you give him, he said, and I quote, when you give him the courage to crip, you're gonna start cripping. And that's, I guess, what gave him the courage to crip.
Pressured up, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real Hoover. I'm straight Hoover. All that shit, you know what I'm saying?
He said I'm straight Hoover.
Yeah, I'm straight Hoover. No, he said I'm straight Hoover. Like, I guess I'm Hoover for real type shit. But Wax said he brought him up.
I thought he was a 60 Hoover.
No,
he did say that too.
He's a mixed breed.
He was saying that too.
He gonna say I'm straight Hoover.
That's what he said.
Mixed breed Hoover is crazy.
Bro. He said something about putting them together. I'm like, shit, what you gonna tell that nigga that you from Hoover? Shit, I think that's what he should know, right?
And that's like the whole thing, like,
and that's when he got pressured up.
But judging from the vibe that day, because
and nobody said nothing about fighting. He said I don't fight. He went straight to I don't fight.
Oh yeah. I'm from St. Louis.
I'm like, ain't nobody saying nothing about fighting. He's like, well, I don't fight. Y'all niggas, y'all bred to fight. Y'all skinny got skinny legs to me.
Big tops, little bottoms.
I'm like, no, but the boy Adam said. Not Adam. The boy Wax said.
So now y'all got him pressured up about not working at No Jumper because of that?
Man, he gonna be more pressure.
You gotta show pressure up.
He keep at it, bro, with the gang shit.
Agreed. But okay, so
he said a lot of things that weren't true.
I didn't know how negative 4 Extra was going to basically be towards Unk, because I kind of forgot that Unk had said a bunch of gay stuff about 4 Extra. He kept saying that the reason
And now 4 Extra wasn't going for it, and he got pressured up.
why he wanted to go to jail was because he likes getting hit extra and all this kind of stuff. Like he said a bunch of that shit. I kind of forgot because he just says a million different crazy things or whatever. I actually thought that if anything, the main thing that 4 Extra was going to lecture him about, which was going to be kind of ironic because it's his ops technically, but I thought 4 Extra was going to be telling him, you can't be saying that kind of stuff around gang members from LA. Like, I thought he was going to be pissed about what he said in front of Munchie, even though 4 Extra and Munchie don't get along. It turns out, I don't think that really became a centered conversation.
4 Extra don't care nothing about Munchie B and defending Munchie B. 4 Extra cared about his disrespect.
It was brought up, right?
But yeah.
But it wasn't like, a big thing. Instead, 4 Extra was really concerned about the disrespect that he felt. And I think 4 Extra also had words with Unk off camera. And in Unk's description, Unk said that 4 Extra basically said, I'm going to kill you. Which, honestly...
He was playing.
Right, for sure he was probably joking
around.
around. I've heard 4 Extra say that a lot about things that I think, he didn't seriously intend to do that in situations,
And here we go. Where does content go too far? Where does content go too far? What's the difference between a troll and a threat?
But either way,
That was not a threat.
Unk was freaked out by it and comes on to the podcast, and he ended up feeling as if he was set up and jumped and that No Jumper was intentionally making him look bad. My response to that immediately would be like, there's a bunch of gangsters who do podcasts on here. One of them, you use the term to disrespect his hood repeatedly in front of him. The other one, 4 Extra, you imply.
But then at the same time, too, as an owner, where does Adam have responsibility for any of this? As an owner, as the person who owns No Jumper, where does Adam take responsibility of any of this?
That he was having...
Because if this was Walmart, y'all would have lawsuits.
Gay sex in jail. What the fuck did you think was going to happen making those kind of jokes? Especially somebody like 4 Extra. Like, does he seem like the king of restraint and just, complacency? Like he was just going to sit there calmly in front of you after you had said this kind of stuff about him? Doesn't really seem likely. So it's kind of hard to pivot into viewing Unk as a full-blown victim. No, given so many of his statements.
100%. He said something about whack ass. He said before I do something, pile of whack, I need to see if his asshole wrinkled or something. He is. I'm like, damn, this nigga crazy. Like,
but I kind of felt like 4 Extras, he didn't just come right out and make it about the Munchie situation.
No, he didn't.
It was much later.
But he was on him on camera too, like as far as like, look, bruh, stop playing like
with all gang members out here.
Stop playing with these LA politics in totality before you become a part of the politics. Everybody always want to play with LA politics for content, but then when you become politicked on, that's when niggas want to become victims. Oh, they doing too much. Oh, you shouldn't have did this. Oh, it's just content. Stop playing where it ain't safe at. If you know that this is a lion's cage, stop playing with the lions.
For you being disrespectful and stuff like that, like, man, stop playing all that character shit. Like, ain't nobody going for that, man. You need to, like, for real, like stop playing.
That's over.
Here's the thing that I don't get, right? To me, Unk is like, you feel me? He bought a pair of cleats. He bought a mitt. You feel me? He's like, oh, I just signed to a major league team. I'm in the major leagues. And then he's like, oh my God, they just threw 98 miles per hour fastball. Like, oh my God, this ball curves, a slider? I didn't know they were going to throw sliders. Like, bro, you asked for this. You said you wanted to change the trajectory. You're going to save everybody from the evil pitfalls of gangbanging.
So you got to take the resistance that comes with your decision making. And I just hope that Lush is very adamant and very accepting to take the consequences of his decision making as he's subscribing to 607 because tomorrow me and Lush sit down with Alex Alonso, and I want Lush to have the same energy that he has towards 607 when I'm pressing the fuck out of him for him playing too much, because you for sure finna get pressured up, big dog. And the difference between 607 and the 4 Extra situation is I'm gonna go into it offering you a fade because you never finna play. It ain't finna be. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Y'all stay tuned. The Latin Effect Podcast. Shout out to Angie Smalls. Powered by Street TV. It's coming. Fades is issued.
we're all the same. Da, da, da. He's kicking all this shit. Okay, so you get put in front of the real members, and then you are surprised when there's like kickback and animosity. I thought you ain't new to this. You're true to the system nucleus. Like, how is this an issue?
Dear God.
Now, it's mad confusing, especially because the day of, so...
Wait, hold that thought. I just need to send a big shout out to our sponsor over at Everything 420. They're basically the Amazon of smoking gear. They've got everything from vapes to grinders to glass to edibles. I hate to cut you off there, bro. I was supposed to do that a few minutes ago. Okay, what were you saying?
So, like, well, that day, first, a lot of Faux Extra's people got there. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then, like, Unc and his people got there. But Faux Extra wasn't there yet, and he winds up coming later with even more people, right?
Okay.
As that's happening, we about to start the music stream. So apparently, Faux Extra, like when Unc's getting introduced to the different members or whatever, like he feels like they're pressing him, and you guys know
that's
like,
how you greet you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. That's literally a greeting. If I'm like, "What's up, ADAM22, New Hampshire Crip," you feel me? Like that's how you introduce yourself.
Y'all shouldn't be playing like that. All that playing is why 607 feel comfortable. Adam is not a Crip, so you are not a Crip. None of y'all should be. If you shouldn't be playing. Oh, Adam's New Hampshire Crip. He's not a Crip. He's not a Crip at all. So again, that false sense of comfort is what's making these dudes feel like they can do these stupid things that lead to these stupid prizes being won.
You know what I'm saying? You say your name and where you're from. It's not necessarily an aggressive act by doing that. Unc, though, he's like, I walked in, I got surrounded by fools talking about 40 Crip.
Right.
And I guess he didn't understand that. But then, apparently, I didn't hear this, but I guess Faux Extra off the back was pressing Unc, and they had a conversation off cam previous to when they came on cam. So I was starting the music stream. I didn't get to...
Sometimes that off-camera conversation is necessary. Before you get on this camera playing with me, let me see where your temperature really at, because you might not even need to get on camera. You might need to just handle this whole situation off camera.
I didn't even arrive at their pod until like 6 or 7 minutes in. And then by the time I did, what made him turn up the second time was when he basically said, Unc was like, I walked in the room and everybody was talking about 40 Crip. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And then that just like, not only Extra, but then all his people were like, what? You ain't say that? So it was like kind of...
Which I think, like, in his mind, that's not an offensive
I don't think he meant it. I didn't think he meant it offensively.
Right, yeah. But also, I think he knows when he says something like that it's likely to get some kind
And you got the reaction you wanted, and you got pressed.
of reaction. But it still leaves a little bit of room for him to be like, I didn't jump out the window 100%. I didn't say the craziest thing possible. But I think in general, I mean, this is part of a multi-layered discussion. But I think that, we need to be making sure that people respect that they can't just bring hella people here. I don't know how many people are actually here, but Unc was describing like, well, I had like 50 people around me. I'm like, bro, why is that even being allowed? We had security that day. This isn't supposed to be a situation where anyone can bring that many people in here. And I don't know why, I wasn't here, but I don't know why that's not being respected by the people who were here.
Isn't it crazy how every time something goes wrong, Adam coincidentally is not there and then he plays it off, oh, they just don't do what I say when I'm not there. But it's crazy whenever Adam's not there, the craziness happens and all that kind of stuff, which lets me think that Adam knows, because there's been too much flu flambery. So if he's never made an adjustment to his staff, once I'm not here, this and this can't happen, this and that can't happen, and he's not really too, boisterous to these adjustments, and these things just continue to happen, it kind of leads me to believe that Adam ain't tripping, and it's kind of understood that, well, as long as I'm not here, y'all can do what y'all want to do because everybody signed the paperwork. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
And in addition to that, why is 4 Extra even he's been here long enough? He knows that that's not cool. We've told him that many times.
He was pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Like
He was a Travis Ford deep.
He said he was pretty deep. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, that got exaggerated a lot. At some point, that became 100 Crips.
No, that was
like a solid 20.
No, they were like 30, 40 deep.
Oh, okay.
I heard around 40, but
Travis and them.
Even with that group, I'm talking about with the 4 Extras group, I don't think it was that aggressive. That's just how niggas greet each other.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
And he not used to that.
Right.
So if niggas come like, what's up, 8-Trey Gangsta, he looking like that ain't begging them. Nah, they introducing themselves. Nigga, that's just how gangbangers.
It's pretty regular.
They didn't even say where you from.
I hate that. That'll make me get into it with somebody fast. Like if they bang aggressive.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, you bang on me aggressively, I might trip, and then I might, honestly, if you ask me where I'm from aggressively, I'm just gonna get off on you, because shit, the odds ain't in my favor, so let's just go there.
for say they hood twice, bro. Like, say that shit regular, bro. Like,
Nah, but
like,
they was though. We greet each other. What's up? Munchy B, IFG. But you might
I
get
know
real.
a difference from monotones and somebody just that's how they talk. Some people be extra, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, with the way they say they hood and come in and want to be with it. Like, bro, hold the fuck
And
on,
then you got to
bro.
expect that energy when people seeing your whole gimmick. Your whole thing is
And all they know about you is what they see on the internet, but that's all they're going to give you is what they see on the internet.
making fun and thinking shit funny with this gangbang shit. So maybe they was banging on them aggressive after, like, so because you got to know not to fuck with the, like, play with the 40s, nigga, 40 crib, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a different character. I'm talking about, like, other members with other members.
But I mean, like, given the way that 4Extra podcasted with him, I think that it's fair to say that all of his homies were probably told, hey, this guy has disrespected 4Extra. So
you ain't got to be told.
We're not going to just beat the shit out of him, but let's at least let him know what the vibe is.
But they also, to be fair, when they introduced themselves to everyone in the office, they did the same exact
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Stop playing.
thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were like, oh, we're going to just, they said it to everyone, like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so from so-and-where.
I'm Brian, 40 Crib. Hello, how you doing?
Brian.
No, for sure. But, okay, in addition to that, I would just like to say this.
Hello, I'm Brian from 40 Crib. It's crazy.
We are rolling out the UNC and 4Extra content. It has proven very, very difficult for us to get this content uploaded and monetized. So as a result, the clip that was supposed to come out today, the team is still censoring words out of it and working on getting it approved because there is so much swearing and profanity that there's just tons of edits that need to be done. Now, the great thing about that,
Because they got potty mouths.
is that all the fans out there, you can watch the whole thing right now with no censorship at all. All you have to,
All you got to do is subscribe to the membership that we don't care about. Let's keep going.
and I feel like I'm sort of watching the audience. I still think they love 4Extra, but I feel like their relationship with him is starting to shift a little bit. I feel like there's a significant number of comments on that UNC podcast, like a significant portion.
Because a significant portion of No Jumper fan base is busters who are turned down, who's scared to get down, who's scared to fade, who's scared to get cracking in any way, shape, form, or fashion, for real, and love to play and love to skulldug and Larson, but don't ever really want to get into the actual field of the situation. So a gang of people from the No Jumper comments and No Jumper chat who will always have a bunch of stuff to say, but when it comes time to actually getting down and doing a Dougie, oh no, they not for that. They not for that. We know for a fact that the No Jumper fan base is extremely peaceful. We know that for a fact. The No Jumper fan base, oh yeah, they hella peaceful. Those some good dudes. Yeah, they tough in the comments. Yeah, they talk a lot of wooty bam. But when it comes time to actually bust a 1-2 step like Sierra, oh no. Oh no, not the No Jumper fans. Not the No Jumper fans at all. The No Jumper fans come in peace. They only tough in the comments. They only tough when they can talk trash about you when there's no real retribution. But then when somebody like 4Extras come along and put pressure to it, oh no, he's a bully. He's doing too much. He's doing too much. But these are the same fans who will champion ignorance, disrespect, and all type of just full-blown larceny, flammery, and skullduggery. But you also got to remember, too, the average No Jumper fan ain't from L.A. So there's that, too.
That feel like the vibe was mean, bullying, and just like I feel like I'm witnessing a little bit of a heel turn. And I'm not saying that is how I feel, but I'm saying that I've seen a lot of people have that opinion. And in addition to that, I saw a lot of feedback about him not wanting to fight King Pill that was not flattering, where people felt like, how are you going to talk this?
No, he didn't say he wouldn't fight King Pill. He said if King Pill had an issue, pull up to their hood and they can get cracking how they have to get cracking, and they wasn't gonna fight. He wasn't gonna fight King Pill in some random street fight. So, right, there's that.
Much about fades, and then when Adam has a fade that's presumably going to pay you well, you're just not into it. And
Adam made it clear that no one was getting $50,000 per this fight. So I don't know why they keep saying $50,000 a fight, $50,000 a fight. Adam out his mouth made it clear that ain't nobody getting $50,000 for this. They don't got $50,000 for it.
a lot of people didn't really care for his reasoning, even though I think a lot of us understand it. If somebody's disrespecting your neighborhood or whatever, then that's
but he didn't want to do it before the disrespect.
Exactly.
But when do you enter the realm of celebrity? What makes you a celebrity? I don't feel like no celebrity. I just feel popular.
So now we talking about King Pill and 4 extras getting today squabbly wobbly dropping like it's hot. So we finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel tweets free. We are gone.